Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be testing out the new brawler Edgar, and yeah, Edgar comes into the game on Saturday and it's going to be a free epic brawler, which is so nice to see. I feel like Edgar's going to be pretty good. We're giving you tips, tricks, everything, the easiest way to push Edgar, best modes, just pro tips and everything that I learned from playing Edgar. Big shout out to Supercell for giving me early access to play with Edgar, and let's get into it. And just before we jump into it, make sure you guys are using a creator code in the shop. If you want to support me, you can use code TOM in the shop, and also make sure you're subscribed because I will be pushing Edgar to rank 35 day one. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you're subbed, and also let me know down below how excited you are for this new free brawler. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so getting into the first game. So the idea of this video is to give you guys like the best tips and tricks and hopefully help you guys be able to push your Edgar as soon as he comes out inside of the game. We're gonna pop our gadget here. So I recommend popping the gadget as soon as you start the game. The reason for this is once you get that first super, you're gonna have to cycle it very easily, just because of the way Edgar is, and also you have that auto charge, so you're gonna get it very easily. So I just recommend popping that gadget straight away. Whatever mode you're in, pop that gadget straight away, get your first super. It's gonna charge essentially your whole super up straight away, which is gonna take that value there, hitting 3 people. I believe the star pack gives you that extra 1k damage. I'll double check that. Yeah, we're gonna jump in here. Edgar is so good on Brawl Ball. I think that's going to be Edgar's best mode, to be honest. So any of the new Brawl Ball maps are going to be great for Edgar. They're really close range. Any close range map is going to be perfect for Edgar. If you think a brawler, so I'd compare Edgar to like a Primo, kind of very similar brawler. As you can see, we didn't pop the gadget because we forgot, but yeah, definitely recommend popping that gadget straight away. Any map that's good for Primo on Brawl Ball is pretty much going to be good for Edgar. They're very similar brawlers, although I just think Edgar's a much better version. Gonna jump in here, take that value. What is our team doing? Looks like this bull is maybe going to be able to score this. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah. So the first map we played was Center Stage. Was it? No, it wasn't Center Stage. It was Super Stadium, I think. And yeah, that's going to be a really good map. Any kind of close range Brawl Ball maps, Edgar is going to be so good on. So the best comps with Edgar, in my opinion, are going to be like Poco. Probably Poco Max Edgar's going to be a really strong comp. Or if you're not using Max, maybe just go with a Poco and then like a BB. Just Poco up a tank, and using Edgar as one of the tanks is going to be probably a really effective way to push your Edgar. Okay, so hopping into the next game here then. So although I think Edgar's best mode is going to be Brawl Ball by far, I do feel like Edgar's going to be pretty good on every single mode. So some other modes where Edgar's going to be pretty good, like just Showdown. Definitely solo Showdown Edgar's are going to be very good. We need to pop this gadget. I mean, I don't know. We could pop the gadget there. If we popped it at the start, we would have got a lot more value out of it. So try and pop your gadget when your super is like not charged at all, or definitely like maximum half the way charged, so you're gonna get as much value as possible. I believe Car said it charges it around 80%. So yeah, you want to make sure you're getting the most value out of your gadgets as possible. But obviously, if you need your super in that second, then just feel free to pop your gadget. So Showdown, Edgar's gonna be pretty good, and also other modes, Gem Grab. Poke of a tank in Gem Grab is usually pretty good, so I expect Edgar to be good there as well. Also in Hot Zone, I expect Edgar to be really good in Hot Zone, and this is one of the modes I feel like Edgar's gonna be amazing in, as well as Brawl Ball, is because you can jump over walls, get in the zone, and yeah, Edgar just gonna be great in Hot Zone, I feel like. Also, whatever modes could Edgar be good, and I feel like Heist and Siege, probably not Heist. I feel like because the damage isn't great, especially on the safe, but I feel like Siege, you know, it's so important to pick up those bolts, and Edgar's going to be so good at picking up bolts. So I feel like Edgar is going to be really great on Siege. Okay, so hopping into the next one here. So most of the time, if it wasn't obvious enough, you should be manually aiming. No, you shouldn't. You should be auto-aiming. It's literally the most auto-aim friendly brawler. Range is so small. Unless you have 2 people in your range and you want to specifically be aiming for one of them, you should just be auto-aiming like 95% of the time. Honestly, when it comes to your super, I'd say most of the time you can just auto-aim it. If they're in this kind of radius around you with Edgar, you can just auto-aim your super, jump in with auto-aim, and then just auto-aim them down, because it's going to be pretty effective. So just going to use it here. But if they're, say, a little bit further away, maybe they can move when you jump, you know, then I'd probably manually aim it. But because the jump is so quick, much quicker than like a Piper or a Primo jump, auto-aim jumps are going to work perfectly. Another win with Edgar. Edgar's going to be so strong. Okay, then. So we're going to talk about a little bit more about matchups now. So what brawlers is Edgar going to be good against? So I feel like Edgar's going to be pretty bad against most tanks because they can actually out-damage Edgar. Especially like Frank and kind of Primo. The ones that are going to counter other tanks are going to counter Edgar. Obviously, Shelly's obviously going to counter Edgar. Spike will probably be a pretty good counter. But I feel like in general, Edgar is going to counter those weaker brawlers that have kind of low HP, like maybe Piper, and also low damage at close range, like Mr. P, Piper, Sandy, Poco, those kind of low damage brawlers and low health brawlers that can't really do a ton of damage to you if you just jump on them. Byron or Edgar, sorry, it's going to be really, really great against those kind of brawlers. You'll see actually we can actually pierce these boxes here, which is another really cool feature from Edgar. Primo's down here, so we're going to see who wins this 1v1, even though we have 10. But yeah, normally I'd say Primo is probably going to win that 1v1 interaction. But yeah, we're going to pick up the win there. Let's hop into the next one. So hopping into some siege here then. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop our gadget right away here. And that's essentially going to charge our super all the way up. Obviously, the movement speed is pretty quick with Edgar. So you can go for that first bolt. Again, playing on a very close range map here. Some less enemy required. Like whatever mode you're pushing Edgar in, make sure you're playing a kind of a close range map. This is a perfect example here. So what comps would I play on this map? I'd say any brawler that's really good right now. So like Lou is very good on siege. Jackie's pretty good on this map as well. So maybe like a Jackie, Lou, an Edgar comp would work really, really well. Another mode that I want to test Edgar in is present plunder as well, because you think about that, it's all about speed and getting the present out quickly. And I feel like Edgar is going to be great in present plunder. So I'm really, really interested to kind of test out Edgar in present plunder, because I feel like he's going to be great there. And I feel like maybe he could even be better in present plunder than he is in Brawl Ball. But we will give that a little bit of a test. We pushed Byron obviously yesterday to rank 35 with Spen. Really, really great brawler. Absolutely love the brawler. Very, very strong as well. Also, we kind of got more of a chance to test out the balance changes. Nita is looking really good in the meta right now. So yeah, any kind of good brawlers. I'd say the top 5 brawlers are like Carl, Cole. I'd say maybe Nita, B. Like they're all very good brawlers. So if you're looking for good brawlers to push with, those are some examples of brawlers that you can push with, because they're all pretty solid. Okay, let's see if we can end this here. We're going to pop this to get our last super here. Yeah, you kind of just want to play like any other tank. Wait behind walls. Wait until you know they don't have enough damage to take you out. Then just run up to them, take them out pretty easily. We should be able to finish this here. Pam also a very good brawler as well. I didn't mention Pam's very good as well. But yeah, picking up with the win here. Let's jump into some present plunder. Okay, so jumping into some present plunder then. So in present plunder, I really want to do like a present plunder guide. That may be coming out tomorrow, but you kind of want to have like an aggro, a defensive player, and then kind of like a mid player. So Edgar's going to fit really well into like the aggressive player here. As you can see, we can jump straight for this here. So quick. Like, Edgar's going to be so good in present plunder, maybe even better than in Brawl Ball, honestly. So yeah, definitely if you're struggling to push in Brawl Ball, try out present plunder with Edgar, because I feel like it's going to be so good. We get our super through our gadget, we can jump straight in here, and we can just run with it. We have that extra speed, obviously, when we land. I think that's mindset. We're going to go all the way around the edge here, but I can see Edgar being so good in present plunder. Look at that, we just carried our team so easily then. Anyway, let's hop into another one. So if you are playing Edgar in present plunder, what kind of comps would I be going with then? So Nita probably is going to be really good on defense. Maybe like a Lou mid, and then obviously Edgar on offense is going to be really OP. We forgot to pop our gadget right at the start, which I said to you guys I really recommend doing. I just keep forgetting to do it. But yeah, I think we can jump in here. This map is literally made for Edgar. You can jump over these walls here. You can grab the ball or the present, and this is going to be so easy. But yeah, I definitely will be coming out with a present plunder guide soon, so make sure it's subbed if you're not already. If you guys want to see that, let's pop our gadget again here. Honestly, you want to just keep popping them, like especially in Brawl Ball and present plunder, 2 game modes where the game's gonna end if you get 2 kind of goals. Essentially, you just want to make sure you use those gadgets as soon as possible, really, as long as you can get decent value. We're gonna pick up the win there. Very comfortable again. Edgar is going to be very good in present plunder. Okay, so a lot of hot zone maps actually have a ton of walls, which is really good for Edgar. We're going to put our gadgets straight away here. But yeah, essentially with Edgar, you're going to play like most tanks, play it pretty passively. You can obviously play it more passive than most brawlers, because you're going to get that super. So especially on Brawl Ball, if you're, say, just holding a lane with someone, there's like, in Brawl Ball, there's no objective apart from scoring. So if you're just holding a lane with someone, and you're just sitting behind a wall and neither of you are doing anything, as long as the other brawler is not a Daryl, you know you're actually gonna, you're basically outplaying the Daryl because you're getting your super, they're getting nothing. So essentially, if you're just waiting there, you're in a much better position because you're getting your super, whereas they're not. So yeah, you could definitely play it more passively, but I feel like Edgar is a very aggressive brawler. We're just gonna grab this here. Hopefully we can grab this zone. Yeah, I feel like Edgar could be very, very good in hot zone as well, but honestly, present plunder and brawl will just seem to be made for Edgar. So I don't know if like hot zone's gonna compare with those modes, just because Edgar is so good in present plunder and hot zone. Oh no, present plunder and brawl ball. But hot zone, yeah, Edgar could be really, really good in hot zone for sure. Let's jump on this penny here. Let's just hold this lane. Hopefully my teammates can get the other side. Okay. Nice. Ah! Let's wait here. We're just gonna go over to this side, actually. Screw it. We're just gonna get this side. Okay, now we have the lead. They need to get us off this side, essentially, to win. So as long as we stay alive, we should be good. So you're just gonna pop this gadget. So we have our super when the smallest pushes us. And yeah, this should be a win right here. Obviously, you're going to heal up around 250 for every attack. The shots actually do pierce as well, so that's something to note. Yeah, we should be able to win this pretty comfortably here. Okay, guys, well, that's going to wrap up the video. Definitely make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. So some videos I have planned, a present plunder guide. Also, I have a video planned for the new Duo Showdown Challenge. I'll be going through everything you need to win that. And also, rank 35 Edgar Day 1 will be coming as well. So just some videos for you guys that are coming in the future. So make sure you're subscribed if you do not want to miss them. Make sure you like the video. Also, make sure you're using code TOM, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.